Most people think making a proper AI film means writing every prompt yourself, manually chaining shots, and spending hours maintaining character consistency. And honestly, that's what stops most people from even trying. But the truth is, you can hand that entire job to an AI model, give it one structured brief, and let it handle the directing. And when you run 3 of the best models in the world through that same brief inside Higgsfield, the differences become impossible to ignore. I gave ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude the exact same prompt inside Higgsfield supercomputer and told each one to create a complete AI short film from scratch, script, shot list, Seedance prompts, everything. In this video, we compare what each model produced, break down the scripts prompts, and final Seedance outputs, and figure out exactly which model is best depending on what you're trying to create. All the links are in the description. Let's get into it. First, I opened Higgsfield supercomputer, selected ChatGPT, and submitted the system prompt. I'll be using this exact same prompt for Gemini and Claude too, so the comparison stays fair. The prompt is a simple filmmaking brief. Tell the model to act as an expert short film director and create a complete 45 to 60-second AI action film from scratch, including the script, shot list, and detailed Seedance prompts, while keeping one consistent character throughout the story. Within a few seconds, ChatGPT generates the script, shot details, and prompts. The story follows a character called Mara Voss, a woman moving through a rain-soaked rooftop market with a metal briefcase cuffed to her wrist, being hunted by a drone she can't outrun. The twist is that she realizes the briefcase itself is the beacon tracking her. She rips the tracker out, throws it into the drone's rotors, it crashes into the river, and she walks away carrying the evidence instead of running to extraction. For the character image, ChatGPT describes Mara on a neutral dark gray background, athletic build, short dark hair under a matte black hood, a scar through one eyebrow, a rain-slick tactical jacket, fingerless gloves, and the briefcase cuffed to her right wrist. Copy the prompt, go back to the main page, click image, switch the model to Nano Banana 2, paste the prompt, set the aspect ratio to 16:9, and click generate. Here's the result. This is exactly the kind of character image you want locked in before moving into video generation. Now move on to video generation. Copy the first video prompt from supercomputer, go back to the main page, click video, switch the model to Seedance, and paste the prompt. This first prompt locks the full character identity before anything else. Mara Voss, exact face, scar, hood, jacket, gloves, earpiece, and briefcase cuffed to the right wrist. Then it sets the visual style, wet neon noir, cyan and magenta neon, amber vendor light. Then the shot, wide high angle over the rooftop market, Mara moving through the crowd. It even defines the audio, rain on tarps, steam hiss, crowd murmur, and faint drone hum. Upload the reference image, tag it in the prompt, set the duration to 6 seconds, and click generate. Here's the result. The mood is spot on. The neon cuts through the steam. Mara is clearly visible, and the movement feels natural. Then I move on to the next shot. I copy the second prompt from supercomputer and paste it into Seedance. This prompt shows the drone cutting off her exit and Mara braking toward a service door. It's a fast handheld track through the crowd. The spotlight almost catches the briefcase, and then she slips through the door. Then I upload the last generated video along with the reference image, tag them in the prompt, set the duration to 15 seconds, and click generate. The result is clean. Her face and jacket stay consistent across both shots. Now I move to the third shot. I paste the third prompt into Seedance. Here the character moves inside to a concrete stairwell lit by red emergency lights. As Mara runs down the stairs, the drone's light shines through the windows and sweeps across the walls. It's a wide shot looking down the stairwell with flashes of red light hitting her face while she grips the briefcase tightly. I upload the reference image and the last generated clip. Then click generate. This one really stands out, and it looks like a frame from a real thriller. The lighting is clean, the briefcase stays in frame, and the character is still consistent from the first shot. Then I continue this process for all the remaining scenes. Once everything is generated, download all the clips, go to CapCut, stitch them together, and this is the final result. looks really good. The character stays consistent, the story works, and the camera movement is there. Overall, it's pretty good. Next, I moved on to Gemini. I opened a new chat in Supercomputer, switched the model to Gemini, pasted the same prompt I used for ChatGPT, and clicked Generate. Within a few seconds, Gemini creates the story, shot list, and prompts. It goes full cyberpunk and calls it the glitch run. The main character is Kaylin, a phantom class operative with a glowing cyanide implant and carbon fiber shoulder plates. He drops onto a skyscraper deck from a ventilation gantry, hacks a terminal, fights off droids in slow motion, sprints across a glass skybridge as it shatters under his feet, and leaps off the edge while firing a grapple into neon fog below. The ideas are visually strong, but the story just ends there. Now I move to image generation. Copy the prompt, go back to image, and paste it. The character prompt focuses on technical details: matte black high-collared jacket, carbon fiber plates, a cyan eye implant with microcircuit patterns, and a neutral gray background with a front-facing pose. Here's the result. The implant looks great, the jacket texture is detailed, and the character feels cyberpunk properly. Then I move to video generation. I copy the first video prompt, went to video, and pasted into Seedance. Gemini gives a real camera setup, ARRI Alexa 35, anamorphic lens, cobalt and magenta neo-noir grade. The scene opens on a skyscraper deck under searchlights. Then Kaylin drops into a slow-motion landing, his cyan eye lighting up in the rain. I upload the reference image, tag it, set the duration to 12 seconds, and quality to 1080p. Then click Generate. The result looks great. The drone is clean, the landing feels heavy, and the color grading holds up well. Then I move on to the second shot. I copy the prompt and paste it into Seedance. This one covers the hacking and droid ambush. Kaylin connects to the terminal, code reflects in his implant, alarms trigger, and he dives into slow motion, firing 2 plasma shots before taking cover. I upload the reference image and the previous video, tag them, and click Generate. This is the most action-heavy result. Sparks, motion, and effects all come through, and the character stays consistent. Now I move to the third shot. I paste the next prompt into Seedance. This is the Skybridge run. Kaylin sprinting across a glass bridge between skyscrapers, while shots fire behind him and the floor shatters under his feet. The camera runs toward him in a handheld shot. I upload the reference image and the previous video. Then click Generate. The glass breaking looks real, the neon lighting is strong, and the character stays consistent. I continued the same process for the rest of the shots, then downloaded all the clips, brought them into CapCut, and edited them together. Here's the final result. It looks really good overall, with some great visuals and action moments. The only thing that felt a bit off was the ending. It didn't quite feel like a proper conclusion, but aside from that, it's a solid result. Now I move on to the final model, Claude. I opened a new tab in Higgsfield Supercomputer, switched the model to Claude Opus 4.7, pasted the same prompt, and hit Generate. Within seconds, Claude produced a complete story, script, shot list, and prompts. Claude generated the most focused script of the 3. The main character, May, steals a data drive and escapes across neon-lit rooftops while being hunted by a surveillance drone. After a daring rooftop jump, she disappears into a crowded city street, blending into the crowd before giving a subtle smile as the drone searches in the wrong direction. The story runs about 48 seconds, delivering a clean chase sequence with a simple end. Now I move on to image generation. I copy the prompt from Supercomputer and paste it into Nano Banana 2. For the character image, Claude chose a crimson motorcycle jacket for the character, which helps her stand out and stay recognizable across different shots, along with her jet black ponytail and the scar on her eyebrow, the design is simple but memorable. I set the aspect ratio to 16:9 and clicked Generate. Here's the result. The jacket stands out, the scar is clearly visible, and the overall image looks great as a character reference. Now I move on to video generations. I copy the first video prompt from Supercomputer and paste it into Seedance. Claude organized every prompt into clear sections: style and mood, narrative, dynamic description, static description, camera, cast and set, and audio. The structure makes the prompts very easy to follow. The dynamic section tells Seedance what should move in the shot, while the static section describes everything that should stay in the scene. This structure was probably the smartest prompting approach in the entire test because it clearly separates the action from the environment, making the instructions much easier for the model to follow. Even the camera directions felt detailed and professional, describing exactly how the shot should move and what the viewer should see. Then I upload the reference image, set the duration to 12 seconds, switch the quality to 1080p, and hit Generate. The result was really impressive. May came through the door with a strong sense of movement, the lighting effects worked well, and the crimson jacket was easy to recognize right from the first frame. Then I moved on to the second video. I pasted the next prompt into Seedance, which focused on May sprinting across the rooftop while the camera tracked alongside her and a drone flew past in the background. The prompt also repeated all of the character details to help maintain consistency. I uploaded the reference image along with the previously generated video and hit Generate. Here's the result. This was probably the smoothest tracking shot in the entire test. May stayed consistent with the first scene, the jacket color matched perfectly, and the drone movement felt natural and believable. Then I move on to the next video, and I paste the next prompt into Seedance. Third was the rooftop jump shot, a low-angle wide shot of May leaping between buildings, silhouetted against bright neon signs, with the action slowing down at the peak of the jump. After that, I uploaded the reference image and the last generated clip, then hit Generate. And this is the shot that genuinely impressed me. The composition looks cinematic, almost like a frame from a real movie. The slow motion moment lands exactly where it should, and May stays consistent with the character image from the earlier shots. Out of all the shots generated across the 3 models, this is probably the one I'd be most likely to use in an actual project. I then repeated the same process for the remaining shots until all the videos were generated. Once everything was finished, I downloaded the clips, brought them into CapCut, and edited them together. The final result looked really impressive. The character stayed consistent throughout, the motion felt natural, and the whole film had a cinematic quality that made it feel much closer to a real movie. After running all 3 models through the exact same prompt, here's how I'd rank them. ChatGPT is the most reliable, the story is clear, the prompts are detailed, and the character stays consistent from start to finish. Gemini is the most creative. The visuals and ideas are strong, but the story feels incomplete. Claude comes out on top. The prompts are well structured, the character design is smart, and the final result looks the most cinematic with the least cleanup. So now you know exactly which model to use depending on the kind of film you want to make. This is also the easiest way to create consistent production-ready AI short films without starting from scratch every time. All the links are in the description. See you in the next one.